Older.
Sorry about the old guy talk, but this is important.
I already.
As soon as he stopped, he was
Bad
like,
idea.
"Ooh!" And just hits us off the four-wheeler.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the All Out Boys podcast. Or if you're looking for us on YouTube, it's the All Out Boys show. So if you want to catch any of our previous stuff or any of our new stuff coming up, that's the place to find us. I'm one of your hosts, Jason. This is my little brother, Scott. Good timing on taking a drink. And our good friend, Trevor. On this podcast, we talk about guys type stuff. A lot of hunting, a lot of fishing, a lot of shooting, a lot of airsoft, tactics, gear, stuff like that. There tends to be quite a bit of sarcasm and a lot of harassment and even some sexual harassment. So if any of that interests you
Or offends
stay
you.
tuned because it's going to be on this show. Anyway, jump right into it.
Yes.
You guys have anything fun happen this week?
I've been
Crickets.
3D printing.
3D printing.
Yeah.
You have been printing all kinds of
Man.
stuff.
Cool stuff.
It's weird.
Like I'm gonna see like a bed next time I come in. It's gonna be like, look at my new bed frame. I printed out.
I built bunk beds.
More room for activities. No, it's a little bit addicting. And
Yeah.
there's so many blueprints now.
It's like I can make anything I want.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
Trevor was showing me a couple things. I was like, well, how does it work? Like, don't you have to like pay? And he's like, no, look. And he just like clicks on a button. And he's like, you can literally search anything. And it was like of everything that you could put on there. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he's like, yeah. And then you drag this here and then you go print. And then
That's
it's
it,
like, and it prints away.
Now, it looks a lot easier. Now.
You just make it look that easy.
No. I will tell you, the learning curve as a slightly older gentleman
Older.
is steep. But
Okay.
once you get it locked down, that thing just prints.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, the problem before is the print was not sticking to the bed completely. So it puts out like a little
A
racetrack,
frame, right?
and that's going to be what it prints on. Then when you take it off, that pops
Break it off, yeah.
So that frame, that racetrack that it was building, about halfway into the print would start to pull up.
Lift up.
Yeah, so it pull up just a little.
Right.
And then what happens is the printer, it doesn't push it down.
Right.
It goes, oh, we don't need any right here
We're already
because
there.
we're already there. So it compensates, but it doesn't know that there's nothing below it.
Down at the bottom.
Yeah.
So do you like, oh, I really want this? Or are you just scrolling and you're like, ooh, no, I'll make that. Ooh, I'll make that.
a little of both. So I needed a new foregrip. So I was like, oh, I'll find a foregrip that I like. And I found one that I was going to put on my little AR. But the space that I have for Picatinny on the bottom is not long enough for the foregrip that I printed.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I'll just put that on my airsoft rifle. And it worked perfect. And then I found a different one and printed that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I started off with some little pistol stands.
Yeah.
You just pop your mag out and slide it down. And it looks really cool. And they were two of my test prints. And they don't, I mean, if you pick them up and look at them, you can see that they were special. But for just being in my airsoft room, it's not, they're great. I could print them now and they'd be perfect. But I printed Kristen, the hand from the Addams Family.
Oh, yeah?
It looks crazy.
Did you do it in the black?
It's in black. I just found pigment, like skin colored filament.
Yeah.
So I'm going to print her another one that's that. And then I'm going to have Jaden like paint
it.
the fingernails a little bit.
Like,
Do like
that
the
bruised
sutures
look or
and-
whatever. Yeah.
Stitches on the top. And
That'd be fun.
Dude, it's cool. It's crazy. Like he's like, oh, check this out. And then he brings it out. I mean, the detail on that thing is crazy.
Yeah, you can see like the veins in the hand.
It's
really?
Yeah,
it's really
cool.
good.
It's pretty sweet.
Really good. But yeah, I've been finding things that I've wanted and just haven't been able to find very well. Like right now, it's printing a little 45 cant Picatinny.
Oh, okay. Right.
Just so I can throw it on.
It's kind of like the crock pot of the building world. You just throw it in there and you hit start and you go do other crap. When you come back, your shit's done.
So the thing hand that I printed for K Miller was like a 12-hour print.
Right.
So I was like, huh?
Do it while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Wake up
right
and
before we went to
done.
bed. I was like, print, and then I got upstairs and was like, I hope it turns out because it's going to be printing.
Yeah.
For 12 hours.
And you don't have to babysit it, right?
I hope not.
I hope not, because I'm not.
I haven't. No, I just press print and go. I printed a couple airsoft suppressors, obviously airsoft, but they turned out really good.
Yeah,
they look nice.
And I was telling Trevor, like, you look at like some of the 3D prints that I've seen, and he was talking about like the filament and how fast and thick. Like normally you see like a 3D printed, and it's like you can see like all the lines like stacked in there. Dude, it's like smooth, solid. Like butter. Like it looked solid. I think it's
part of the like getting the heat adjusted right, melting it all together.
Well,
right,
what it is a lot of people that print to sell, they need to print fast. So they use a thicker bead.
Kind of cranking it out.
And so it lays it. It's not nearly as precise.
Have you seen the house version of that?
Yes.
With the concrete, and they're like prints out a whole house.
The whole,
It's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, all they do is lay down the footers.
Yeah.
And then this thing comes in and
they put a pad out of whatever the house of the foundation.
I would totally do that. That's super cool.
It even leaves cutouts.
Yeah, for the doors.
Yeah.
And for like
windows and everything.
Yeah, I don't even know how that even
plugs.
works. Yeah. You'd have to like have something across the opening.
They do. They put
like a board across.
A board across it, and then it just goes right over it. It's crazy. I think it was in Arizona. They were doing a bunch of them, and like they did cool. Like a development of a bunch of them. It was crazy. It's pretty cool. But now, the 3D printer thing's cool.
Is that another thing that's taking away from skilled labor?
I don't know. It's so like you're just trying to build these little tiny things or whatever. Or you mean the house version of it? Oh, the house version. I was thinking about yours like 3D. I'm like, I don't think your 3D printer is gonna.
I don't think
take away anybody's work.
I don't think.
Sorry. Back to the house.
Your one print a day is not really making a dent in the sale.
Everyone's losing jobs here because Trevor's 3D
making 3D printed suppressors.
No. I'm talking like the house
airsoft
printer.
Suppressors. Sorry.
The house printer.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I don't know.
I mean, they still have to frame?
Because I think they were still framing.
That's got to be your structural walls.
Yeah, they were doing.
Oh like you got to have something to mount to and all that.
They were doing
stuff,
like ranch style homes, so it wasn't I didn't see a 2-story. I mean, they ain't building mansions with the.
2-story would be tough.
Yeah,
you got to lay a.
I don't know.
Floor,
Like joists and stuff. I don't know how.
I'm sure they can figure it out. I mean, that stupid 3D printer can figure out how to jump the gap between two rails.
Yeah.
Like it'll print the two rails of Picatinny and up, and then somehow it brings them together.
Forms it up top.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That part I'm always like.
Wait for it.
Holy.
Babe, it's going to do that thing again.
Watch. Getting chairs and just start chairs up around. That's your evening now.
Popcorn.
Date night. Candle lit. 3D printed.
She's thoroughly unimpressed. I couldn't get her to sit in there for 30 seconds to watch it. She's like,
no, just wait. And she's like, no. And I'm like, don't really care.
Over the last 4 or 5 days, I've gotten a lot of, that's really cool, honey.
Oh, those pat on the backs.
That's good job.
I'm like, you don't even know what I'm talking about. She's like, but good job.
That's me.
And I don't care to know.
But good job. You keep playing with your toy in there.
Lisa told me about that last night. Actually, it was one of those things. She's like, why can't you be like a normal guy husband? And I was like, what do you mean? And we got home and we sat down and she's big into baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Big. I could care less.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not a sports guy. I don't really watch sports, but she was like,
I'm assuming it's baseball season.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's baseball season. So she puts her phone up and we're eating and she's like, I turned it for you. I was like, why? She's like, She's like, I want you to watch with me. And I was like, okay. And she's like, why can't you be like, you know how many other husbands would like kill to have like their wife want to be a part of watching baseball or football or whatever it is? And I'm like,
did you say, why don't you pull us some airsoft videos and let's work on some tactics?
I always think it's funny, like people come up to the ranch or whatever and like everything needs to shut down because a game is going to start. Like we're shooting and we're, doing all these cool ranch things that they don't get to do on a day-to-day. And that's what we're up here to do. But like, as soon as a game comes on, they're like, okay, well, let's go. The game's going to start. Let's whatever. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
We're going to shut down
Like
everything
football?
we're doing. Like we're shooting and doing all this fun stuff. And then we're just going to go watch football. It's kind of interesting.
Not for me.
Interesting, to each their own, right?
I mean,
sure.
it's cool. And I mean, go get that money, guys. Get paid.
Absolutely. Good for you.
I've never felt like sitting and watching an entire football game
I've never.
or baseball game was enriching me in any way.
No.
I mean, no, I should be true in saying I've also watched a bunch of stupid shit that rots your brain just as bad.
For sure.
But to surround your life and schedule around when a game starts, to
It's
me, I'm
interesting.
like,
Some guys are just really into it,
I
right?
know. And there are guys
Or just
and
people that are into it, including
I have friends that are like, dude, the game's starting. They put their jersey on with some dude's name on the back of it and a number, and they're like all into it.
if I'm wearing
And
your
it's
jersey,
like,
we must be sleeping together, right?
yeah. And just, dude, it's not for me. I don't know. And Lisa's like, just get involved. So then I started messing around with her, and I was like, oh man, did you see why he didn't? Yeah, his back leg, he wasn't on his back leg, and he didn't swing through. She's like, no, he swung too early. That's why he fouled the ball. And I was like, all right, well, whatever.
I tried.
I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I've never sat through an entire football game. I've seen some like halftime shows and some crap like that. But oddly enough, I really enjoy like football movies. Like Remember the Titans and stuff like that. Or like even like any like there's some like basketball movies and whatever.
Varsity Blues.
Draft day.
No, you're just watching it for the whipped cream scene is all you're watching that for. You're not watching for the football.
Dude, Draft Day with Kevin Costner and Tom Welling.
I don't think I saw that
I don't know if I did either. I guess we're behind.
You guys have absolutely failed yourselves.
Okay.
I guess.
It is
I'll work on that.
It's a football movie, but it's not like it's the back office and all this other stuff that's going. It's so good, dude. It's a movie that I have watched probably 4 or 5 times. And to me, that's a million. I watch a movie and
You're over with it.
I'm good. I've seen it.
Some
It
movies
doesn't change. Like the next time you watch it, same movie.
it's the same exact one. It
And then
hasn't
again,
changed.
same movie.
Although I have taken a lot of movies that I watched way in the past
Yes.
and now watch them with subtitles because now I'm old and I can't hear my ears ring all the time. But there's so much crap on there that you miss. And you're like,
absolutely.
oh, that
That's
was
what
a
he
funny
said.
joke. Or, oh, that is what he said. Things like that. So we always like, oh, have we watched this in subtitles yet? No. Oh, this is going to be exciting. No, I've lost you on that one.
Meanwhile, back at the old folks' home,
You haven't gotten there?
My ears ring from shooting so much.
dude, I have low end hearing loss and full-fledged tinnitus. I can't hear a fucking thing.
And you're still not subtitling?
If you turn on subtitles, I'm just leaving.
Really?
Yeah, I hate it.
Really?
Oh.
My daughter Gracie watches everything with subtitles.
If I could get my radio to be on subtitles, I would do that.
Lisa started that when she got the ear infection and she got the hole in her eardrums. And now, like, all we watch is with subtitles. And now it's like, oh, that's what he said. Oh, that's cool. Oh, neat. Okay.
It is interesting.
It's
There's
not
some
having
things
to
you definitely
like
miss.
rewind it and go back like, what'd he say? And go back again. I still didn't catch that. Rewind it again? Yeah. Now it's like, oh, it says it on the screen.
The problem for me probably is the fact that my vision is so
It
bad.
doesn't even help. 'Cause you can't hear
can't
it, can't
see
see it. Like,
I definitely can't read subtitles on a TV.
no.
Like from my bed to the TV?
No way, huh?
No way.
No.
No.
Your 3D printed bed?
Not yet.
It's coming.
Yeah. I don't know if I should get my eyes fixed or my ears done first.
Eyes.
They can't do a whole lot with your ears with that tinnitus, can they?
Dude. Sorry about the old guy talk, but this is important. I found this hearing specialist over in, of all places, Broomfield. And this lady doctor, along with some colleagues, developed a hearing aid that corrects tinnitus. It was the weirdest thing I've ever done. So I went there and did a hearing test, and she's like, wow, your ears are really bad. And I was like,
What'd you
yes,
say?
they are.
What was that?
And then because they tune them to your ears. So the ones they have there obviously aren't tuned to my ears. So you put this necklace on and then you put the 2 hearing aids in. I heard a fly.
Buzzing around.
I heard a fly. And then I heard the air conditioning was in like the back of the building, but I heard the vent like catch. And I was like,
You're like, okay, I don't want this anymore.
she was like, and truly, she was like, these really work for you, huh? And I was like, it's weird.
Yeah, there's way too much going on.
Yeah, it was amazing. But they were like, I want to say they were like 3,500 a hearing
Yeah,
aid,
that's a lot.
which put me outside. I was like, really cool.
Yeah, not that
I'm
cool.
out.
I'll come every once in a while to remind myself what hearing is.
My mother-in-law, she got hearing aids, and she doesn't have ringing, but she has really bad hearing, and now she hears so much it's too loud, so it drives her crazy. Like she has to like take them out and like
The
calm back down
overstimulation,
again. Yeah, because there's too much going on, and the doctor's like, yeah, you just need to keep it up and keep listening to let your brain like get used to what it's supposed to sound
turning
like.
background noise
You
back
know,
into background
but
noise.
she's like, yeah, that's not, she just takes them out.
I couldn't imagine like having fully corrected hearing now. I miss so many background conversations that are probably super entertaining.
Eavesdropping and
There's no eavesdropping for me.
Luckily, I can hear really well. Eyesight's not that great,
I don't know how,
but I didn't. Of all the years of equipment and
yeah, the banging and equipment,
banging and shooting and I don't know how my ears aren't trash, but I can hear really well. Just like when we were in Texas, I'm like, shh,
yeah,
I can hear
that pig eating
I
corn
can
or whatever.
hear that pig eating corn. And
You could tell me that every time we go.
You'd be like, oh yeah, let's go.
I'd be like, fucking A.
Let's do it.
Sounds right to me. You're like, hey, do you hear that? And I'm like,
Yeah, let's do it.
surely.
Sure.
What direction?
All right, man, we
so-
sound old as crap.
Well, we are.
We're getting there. We act young some days.
That's it. Young at
Just
heart.
really not
Yes.
first thing in the morning. No.
Yeah, no, definitely not first thing in the morning.
I will say you guys 100% did not miss anything at Airsoft last weekend.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it on the phone.
It's I don't want to badmouth the place because the owner is a great guy. I like him a lot. He's very like he gets it. His staff is so inept and power hungry to like they must have zero control in their lives outside of that airsoft field because they are just like they feel like mall cops. You know, those guys that just have the attitude. I'm like, there's this little blonde-haired kid. He's probably 19, maybe. And every time he's like yelling at somebody, trying to like assert some authority. And in my mind, I'm like,
Knock it off or listen up or something of that
no,
nature. Or like
I
what?
wish it was like that. Just
Oh.
like, if you guys aren't going to listen, then we're just going to end this game. And you're going to, and I'm like,
What? That's a little much.
I don't think we're going to do that.
Okay.
The whole time in my mind, and it's shitty to think this way and it's shitty to continue to think this way, but every time he did it, I was like, you realize that you have to pull off of this property at some point.
Oh, someone's gonna be waiting for you, kind of a thing.
Well,
or you'll
here-
see somebody else. And
here you have some semblance of control because it's almost like a lot of the staff there is looking for a reason to discipline someone or to give them a strike or to like they pulled Justin aside. We were leaving off the field after a game, and Justin was, of course, adjusting something again.
fiddling with something.
But his trigger on his HPA is fast. And it sounds binary. Like even when you sing, it just sounds like when you but I guess someone said something and I watched that guy, the same guy, and he's waiting over where you got to walk through.
Yeah, where the black tarp is.
Yeah, so he's standing right by the tarp and he's just
Waiting.
chicken hawking Justin.
At
Just
some point, this guy's gonna come walking by, and I'm gonna let him have it.
well, no. Finally, he walks out, and he tells Justin that he's probably going to have to. If they can't figure something out right now, he's probably going to have to ask him to leave for the day. And I'm like, that got there quick.
Yeah, what happened?
Like,
To,
Justin's
what happened
not
to
a
some
very-
strikes?
Justin's not a very confrontational guy.
No, not at all.
And Justin and I went in chrono together, and that was a whole debacle for me, but it is what it is. But we chronoed together, and the guy's like, that's not our sticker. You didn't chrono here. I can't believe you're on it. If I see that again, you'll never play here again. And he was like, I did. He's like, that's not our sticker. And Justin's like, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I chronoed in the little room.
Like the
just
sticker
everybody
came
else.
off, or like their sticker came off or something.
So Justin finally goes back into their pro shop, and the guy's like, oh shit, man. I think we were looking around for stickers like when I did yours, and I must not have got one on yours because there's like 4 people. So the guy inside was nice about it. But the kid was like looking for a reason to throw Justin out. And I'm like, what's the... Dude, I could flick a booger through you from across the room.
Yeah.
Don't puffy chest shit. Like there's no need. Like the owner there, super friendly guy. If you talk to him, he's like, oh yeah. And if you have a problem, he's like, can you explain to me exactly how it happened so that he really wants to know. But his staff there is, outside of a couple of guys, they're fucking hot garbage, dude. Like we've been playing down in Parker for a while now. And I was like, oh, I haven't been up there in a while. Let's go play up north.
Do something different.
Let's go play up north and see how it is. Okay, cool. 10 minutes after we got there, I was like, oh,
This is why we don't.
I kind of remember why I don't like to come here. Because when we go to Fox down in Parker, it's inviting. It's nice. Like even the referees they err on the side of friendly over combative in any way. I don't think I've ever had someone tell me they're going to give me a strike there. Ever. And I'm not the best rule follower in the world.
I got a strike when we were up north.
I got a strike when I was up north too.
Yeah. And we've been playing for how long at Fox? I've never had anybody say, hey.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what it is, but I think that there has to be some correction there because
yeah.
I heard multiple people that were just like,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and there has to be a little bit. I mean, I'm sure they deal with a lot of little kids and stuff like
Sure.
that, where they got to be like, "Hey, like, listen up. If you're gonna play, you gotta listen," kind of a thing.
Great,
But
grown men,
you got to draw that line somewhere.
With
of
grown
just
men,
being a
it's
flat
not-
jerk and trying to get authority or whatever over people, but yet try to get people's attention to make sure people are still being safe.
And then I was curious to know is it just me? Do I have a bias because I've been irritated by their staff before? Did I have a bias that wasn't true? And I was just kind of,
Right.
I was putting my bias on situations, making it seem worse. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to hop over to the reviews. I went to Google, pulled them up. They have good reviews, like great field, really cool. I can't believe they have a helicopter, blah, 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 this, that. Every bad comment was about overly aggressive and demeaning staff. Every negative comment. And they almost all were the same kind of story. Different people, different wording. But
Yeah.
as the owner of a place like that, do you not
Common
should you
theme
not be
going
like,
on.
hey, hang on, guys.
Maybe I need to look into this.
This is my business. And if every negative review we get is because my staff is being demeaning or argumentative or overly aggressive,
Something's got to change.
I got to do something about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's your business, aren't you like,
Oh, for sure.
we're going to have a hard stop. We're going to have a meeting. We're going to get everybody on the same page. And those who don't want to be on the same page, I'm sure there's a guy waiting in line to take your job.
Yeah. Well, and they need to nip it in the ass before it gets,
Well,
as it goes on and gets worse and worse. And then at the end of it, it's like, hey, we got to close doors because
nobody wants to come play.
nobody wants to come play here because of our staff.
It's 12 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
That's
Close.
convenient.
Yeah.
It's 12 minutes from my house, and I drive 50 minutes to Parker to play.
Yeah. I drive an hour and a half to Parker.
But that, right, but that should tell
Yeah.
you
You're willing to drive that far to not have to deal with.
I'm going to quadruple my drive time.
Yeah.
Because it's such a better environment.
And their field is good. Like
It is.
I like their field, and
That's the problem. I fucking love that field.
It's got enough like small stuff where you feel like you're doing some, CQB type stuff, but then it's got some big range stuff where you feel like you can really like move and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a bummer. Speaking of a bigger field, smaller field, Nathan brought up a thing when we were in Wyoming hunting sage grouse, which was freaking awesome, by the way, with little Rudy. So that's too awesome.
Dude.
Little Rudy,
You're gonna be so mad when you steal him. And he never hunts a bird again.
I was so off track for a second about Rudy, though. Like, we were hunting this massive, massive area. And I'm thinking, oh man, this little guy is going to wear out.
He's going to tuck her out quick.
Like there's, how far can he really go with legs 3 inches long, right? Dude, no, the first day we went 7-something miles. He hunted the entire time.
He did not care, huh?
Nope. Awesome. And then the second day we did, 11 or 12 before we were done. And he hunted the entire... There were some times where he like slowed up a little bit. Like you could tell where he's like looking around a little bit more, and then he'd get into it and he'd look around. But then a bird would come up. Oh man, for an hour after that, he's like... he's on the butt.
Down.
And it was kind of hard. We're hunting like sagebrush that's yay tall. And he's yay tall.
Right.
So there's a lot of times where I'm like...
Just him hopping.
I'm like, where is that? He's always pretty close. I never really struggled, but there was times I'm like, where is that little dog at? I'd have a little beep and beep. Oh, he's over. Oh, he's right. He's at my feet. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was super cool. But
when you sent me the picture of Rudy smiling the other day with the bird,
I don't know why he does that. I think the sub side he had like one eye like had partially closed and made him look like he was smiling. But yeah, it was super
his
cute.
mouth though was like
I know, full of enjoyment.
Oh, he's a fun little dog. But anyway.
Nathan
brought up on the way there. He's like, "Oh man, I need to get I want to get a new rifle." He's like, "I want a longer rifle to shoot like the bigger fields or whatever when we're playing."
Sure.
Which brought up a really interesting thought. So I think we all here can agree in a CQB field, the shorter the barrel, the better. Like almost in time, like where CQB, a pistol is really, really effective.
9-inch barrel's great
in that field. Okay. Yeah. Now, when you go to we'll just say a bigger field, how much are you limited by that shorter barrel? Or are you? Or do we just think we are?
No, I believe you truly are.
By range or by...
Range for sure. Well, I mean, I guess range and area you can cover is the only difference because... Except for with a longer barrel, you lose your ability, even on the big field, because sometimes you have to go into prison.
Yeah, and you're in tight range. This is part of my point, yeah.
So then, having, like, mine is long, and then I have a long suppressor. So my main gun is pretty friggin' long. But, man, I can reach out and touch somebody with that thing.
So, I mean, really...
I think if it's a team, you need a mixture.
Okay.
So you need some, like, one or two guys that has a longer reach who can be on overwatch and cover and make sure lanes are cleared for you. And then you need a couple of guys that are your breachers that go in and are able to clear the small sections.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to set that up. But, I mean, you shot the MP9 on both fields a lot. Do you feel like on the bigger field you felt like you were lacking?
Yeah, I felt like I struggled.
So you're lacking distance, so it's just not carrying the BBs as far?
Yeah, it's not carrying it as far, because like when we were playing prison map, or even when we were playing up north, same thing, I felt like I was lobbing them there. Like it was...
You have to elevate.
Yeah, I felt like I was like, okay, I'd shoot, and it was like, I'm like, okay, I'm shooting at the bottom. I was like, all right, now I got to aim up. And then now with my HPA, that's quite a bit longer, dude, I just put it on him and pull the trigger, and it feels like the distance, there's no lob there. So definitely a further...
Well, and that's also going from battery to HPA. Sure. So I was just curious if you were to have an like it's Nathan's really short HPA, like, he felt like he was lacking. But I was just curious, how much more distance are you getting out of your BB? If it's the same pressure, same size BB, all it is a few inches different on your barrel.
So I shot mine and Justin's within the same 24 hours. And when I shot Justin's, I was with you. Do you remember? I was like, man, this thing, it's got some snap, but I don't have the travel. I cannot reach out.
Doesn't carry
at all.
Yeah.
And my Tipman, which I refuse to crack open that case because that thing just shoots. And I'm sure as soon as I open it, it's going to just
fall apart.
Everything's going to fall
Disintegrate.
apart. Yeah.
It's like the Mission Impossible envelope. This will self-destruct in 30 seconds.
So like down at Fox where we play often, the Brown building, I can get in there, which is right close to the gates. And then prison building is here. And then farther prison building is behind it with a tower. I can reach from the window in Brown building to the tower, shooting back that way. And
without aiming high.
No, I'm not lobbing.
Yeah.
And I can paint my way into them pretty easy. But with Justin's, no. I was noticeably not getting there.
Well, and I had both before we switched to HPA. I have the MP9, and that's electric. And then I have my Lancer, the M4, and that's electric. And I could tell the difference between the two. That I wasn't lobbing him as much. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, with HPA, it's very consistent. It's very accurate. And I don't lob at all. But unless it's like, dude, we're at one end of spawn to the other, and it's like you're launching them down there. But yeah, I could tell the difference from my MP9 to the M4 that it was a difference.
I definitely think there's different applications.
Yeah, so it made me think about because he's like, oh, I gotta get a new gun. And I'm like, I don't like the fact of I need a gun for this, and I need a.
That's why you got to find that good mid range,
right?
Where for you don't need a long reach at all.
Yeah, because I don't want to shoot far.
No, because you want to shoot at 5 feet.
Long range to you is
10 feet.
Is dumb. Like anything outside of I can count your whiskers is too far.
Yeah.
So there's players like you that it doesn't matter. As long as you have the snap within 20, 25 feet, it doesn't matter to you.
Right.
Every once in a while you're going to carry out there.
And I get the whole play your style, right? There's some guys that want to go get a sniper rifle and all they want to do is lay down in one spot and shoot from there. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying I'm not against any of that. It's just trying to find Nathan's like, oh, I need a gun for this field and I need a gun for that field. And then what about that? I'm like, I just don't like the idea of having to have 10 different guns to go play one day.
I think I would prefer to find just an intermediary gun. Like my Tipman, I don't mind playing CQB with. It's a little bit long, and I definitely can't go curl left with it because I'm left-handed. So
it's hard to turn.
Just getting that much gun to there is a lot, but it's something we've talked about before. When you practice shooting ambidextrous,
it helps.
Then it helps, yeah.
It's not that big of. I should be able to curl to the left the same as I do to the right.
Right.
Now, because muscle memory says turn to the right.
It's got to be the same as boxing, or like striking. You want to be able to hit the same speed and power with both hands, right?
Well,
to an extent, or no?
To an extent you want, but in striking, your non-dominant hand. So for me, my right hand is my jab, and it's not a power hand. This is setting up reach and distance and moving, and then this hand is coming.
It's almost like a fan. That was kind of nice.
Got
some grapes with that, buddy.
Now, if you get a fighter or a striker that has power in both hands, that's pretty awesome. But it would be pretty much like having an ambidextrous shooter on the team, where it doesn't matter to them; they can curl each way.
Right.
Is it happen? Sure. We see some of the Speedsoft kids that switch hands without thinking about it because it's not. I don't think they shoot like real. So I think it's video game. It doesn't matter. It just where to us we're so ingrained in.
Yeah, it's hard to get back out of that.
Yeah, but I think if you could just find a good intermediary gun. Like, do I need to reach all the way across the field?
No,
Not particularly.
I'm just going to move to the next building, get a little bit
get a
closer.
little closer.
And then that's it.
Well, I think that's where I was going to go with this is, first of all, you were right. I don't want to shoot far anyway. There are some moments where I shoot far to mostly get somebody to go down, like to hide so I can move again.
Right.
So, but
if we're on a team and we're on comms,
yeah,
you
somebody
can
else
say,
can help me do
you
that.
say, hey, lay that guy down. I need to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to get back to really focusing on having my pistol also. And I just got to remember to use it because I always get like right into my rifle.
I know.
And I'm like, turn it. I'm like, this would be so much easier if I just put this down and grab my pistol and I can start going around corners this way.
See, I'm like, okay, I'm going to use my pistol this round. I'm going to use it. And then I get using the rifle and I never touch the pistol. I put it on my belt, put it in the holster. I'm like, all right. And it's ready, loaded. And then I never touch it.
You know, it was nice the day that I realized that Tippmann has a proprietary hose and I didn't bring it.
Their own.
I played pistol
With
the
other
whole
stuff, yeah.
night pretty much. And I had a great time. Yeah. Like I definitely could not reach out and touch anybody.
Right.
There was no
You're limited.
suppressive fire going on for me. But man, I could just move around a lot. It was
the
fun.
pistols.
It is fun.
It's fun when you have it and you
use it.
and you use it, but it's like we never do.
We need to play a
I'm
pistols
going
only
to.
night.
Just need to
They
get
have,
after it.
but they have pistol only games or pistol only days.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't seen those.
We need to go play one of those. Just kind of takes
Very fun.
takes it away. Like there's no
Yeah.
going back to the crutch.
Right.
And you're not shooting 150
Well, I just think
rounds. You're shooting 30, 20
yeah,
in the pistol.
unless you get those extensions with the HPA adapter and all that
HPA
kind of
adapter
stuff.
to a drum mag. I can shoot as much as I want.
Well, I think that also made me think about too, you know, oftentimes where, you know, people are getting started in a real AR platform and they're, you know, like, what do I get? What do I get? Like, how length the barrel and and well, all this kind of stuff. And, you know, if we are trying to correlate the two together between airsoft training and also with your real stuff, then we should probably have them be relatively the same length so that you practice moving and going through buildings and all that with
Which
something
is
that's
so
relatively
weird.
the same length.
Because my airsoft gun is probably a foot longer than my normal play real steel AR.
See, but that's the other thing too, is it goes off of, like we talked about before, situations of what you're doing and what you're using it for. Because like, obviously I'm not going to be clearing a building with my 21-inch hog gun, 21-inch barrel hog gun.
Knocking on the door from...
You have to like compress it like this
Yeah.
to go around the corner.
And then with the 11-inch suppressor, like, dude, it's
It's longer than most guys' barrels.
An
Your
8-foot
suppressor.
2x4. Yeah. So obviously, it kind of varies. Of like, that's why we talked about before. We have specific guns for
having the right tool for the job, right?
Things, yeah.
Yeah, but your real steel AR is probably the best crossover between platforms that I've ever shot.
Thank you.
Because I could ring 50 with it all day, just almost just butt plate, just sending. And then that thing is clean. At 200, it was nothing.
Yeah, even to 5, I feel really comfortable with that one to 5. And that's,
I can't see past the 200, even with your scope. I just can't see that far. Like at 200, I was looking for the paint. Just
like, I see something orange down there.
yeah, because my eyes are just that bad. But that was the only, when I shot yours, that was the only time I was like,
This is cool. Maybe I need something different.
Right, because I've always liked my short.
And that was the goal for that. It was kind of my one and done type goal.
Yeah.
You know, when I built that, I'm like, I want something that I can shoot really close, or I can shoot something as far as I'm capable of shooting. And that's where I ended up with that. But, you know, I don't
think it's
really
a perfect build.
I don't really train like, because that's a 16-inch barrel for full rifle length barrel on that. And like the one that I airsoft with, I think is only like a 13 or something like that. And then I have a little suppressor on it. So I guess it does get me closer to 16. So maybe it's not that far off.
Because my 223 is a 16-inch barrel, and I don't have a can on that one. And I just have a muzzle brake. And then figure with my
Mine is just slightly shorter.
suppressor on my airsoft gun and that one. I mean, they're almost.
Yeah,
I guess they're
It
pretty close.
feels and length is almost the same.
I think that's probably good for him. I know that lone operator guy, when I was talking to him about his rig, he actually mimicked it. Like he's like, I wanted to build these two with the same exact sights.
Oh, I bought
with the same with the same length. He like bought a suppressor that was the same as his other suppressor, his real one, and like he did it entirely exactly the same. Like all of his hookup points were the same for his,
Well, and that's, I mean, muscle memory.
And that's what he said. Is like, dude, I want to run around with this just like I'm running around with something.
Yeah, because muscle memory, like the more we play airsoft, the more our muscle memory blends to that, which means we need to be getting it right there, because when we convert back to real steel,
it's gonna be different.
Are we doing it right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, what's a couple inches, right? But it does seem like
a lot.
That's what
A wedding ring?
wedding ring. But like when you're coming around, it's funny how when you're moving through the building and you're really, really tight building, the 9-inch barrel is easier than a 12-inch barrel. Like how can that be that much different?
I know.
But it does feel that way. It's just interesting.
I know. And there is times when I'll run the HPA and then I'll run that MP9. I'm like, oh man,
This thing is so slow.
I love this thing. Like I can literally tuck behind the wall and lean back.
We can
small.
We can just HPA convert it.
I'll just buy another gun. Back to the same point. Buy another one.
Let's buy another one.
I would like to find that happy medium, like your AR, your real life AR. I'd like to find that in an airsoft form for that's my next big purchase would be to find something that I feel like I'm not lacking in distance, but I can CQB with pretty well. And I just don't know what that is right now.
But then that comes to is in real life, you're like, okay, well, if I want to mimic it, and in airsoft, I'm running an MP9 that's this big. Well, it's like, okay, well, you got to go get a stamp, the tax. You have to get all
register as a pistol, put a
register
brace on.
So it's like, okay, well,
and maybe the brace.
How far do we want to go with it?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So it's just like, well, I don't know. I mean, I think that M4 that I have, I enjoy it for everything. I feel like I use that one more than anything. It's my all around go-to gun for CQB, long range, whatever I'm doing with it. I can move with it quick. The only thing with HPA is just the hose does restrict you.
Well, if you're going to try to go ambidextrous, the hose can be.
I actually don't notice mine, but maybe it's just the way it's set up. Like I don't even notice I have it.
Let me get you a coiled hose.
Yeah. The coiled hose, obviously, I could tell, but I mean, it's not huge. It's not a big deal, but I noticed
it's a different tension on the gun.
And it feels like it's pulling a little bit awkward. So I was with the MP9, I was definitely do left and right all the time.
More fluid.
Yep. Back and forth. And now with my HPA, I'm more right shouldered than most. I'll switch to my left, but I gotta really set it up to make sure it's because before I could just throw it over and just back and forth. But now it's okay, I gotta actually feel like I'm setting up with my left hand than I am throwing it back and forth.
I just try to run on only left-handed side so I don't have to switch.
That's the worst. When you and I run together, it's the worst.
We're both running into each other. Everything we move to is we're always on the same thing running into each other.
I'm going
breathing over my neck. I'm why are you here? Because I'm left-handed.
I can't get over
there.
Go
find another left-handed barricade.
Yeah, that is the one thing. When we run together, it's tough because we're both we both want to hit the door frame the same way. We're
punk, punk, bouncing into each other.
Yeah.
It really does help to have when we do offset it. Yeah, left, right, left, right, left, right, all the way back through or whatever. It does help when you're trying to move through that stuff. But I don't know. It was. He just brought up an interesting point. I was like, man, I just wonder how many people are struggling with what the heck, which gun to get. Number one. So I think we probably can agree with this that a mid-range, AR platform probably or something like that. That way you still can reach, you still can go around some corners and stuff like that. But if you want,
I could shorten my suppressor,
take a couple inches off,
and probably be right in that mid-range. It'd take a little bit off the distance, not probably enough to really notice, but 3 inches making a corner is a big deal.
Yeah, I really noticed when I went from my old AK platform,
Jesus.
which was like long. Like it was really long.
Yeah.
And heavy as all get out. It was all metal, everything, which was really nice. That's what I wanted. Didn't realize how heavy that was, and that does kind of suck. But it was almost like when they do like the baseball stuff, where they have the heavier bat that they swing to get
Warm up.
and then they take
put
it
the
off, and then
weights
they're like,
on.
"Woo! Now this is really fast!" like that. It was like that when I went to the HBA. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this thing is so small and so tiny!
Yeah.
Like I feel like I whip
I
it
can
right
put it
everywhere." Heard that before, huh?
Yeah. It's not too big for anything.
But I do think back to we had a conversation a few podcasts ago about, building the gun for the job.
Yeah.
And, trying to find something that does everything that you want to do. And, hey, if I want to sit back and shoot far away, or if I want to be right in the crap like I want to be, make sure you just build it to that standard.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be your style. It doesn't matter. If you give you and I the same gun, we're going to have completely different reactions to it.
Yeah.
Because we don't play anywhere near the same.
Right. Yeah. So I think just back to I'm gonna start switching up and try to use my pistol more. Just
Nice.
don't know. I guess I'll make sure it hurts enough when it's close.
Well, I got you an HPA tag
Oh, you did say that. I'm gonna do that.
to an M4 mag.
Yeah, which looks a little goofy, but man, it'd be nice having that many BBs though in my
Put
pistol.
a
Yeah,
high cap M4 mag into your pistol.
yeah, we're
Do
doing
your
it. We're
HPA
doing it
tag?
tomorrow. Are we playing tomorrow?
No,
Oh.
Sunday.
No, Sunday. What is
What's
today?
today?
Oh,
Friday.
It is
We're
Friday.
playing Sunday.
Okay.
We are.
I think I'm in. I think I'm
No,
in.
thank yes.
I think I'm staying at your house, so I can
Yeah.
be there early.
Yep. Perfect.
So that'll be fun.
you're
We'll
staying
have
the
some
night?
more. Yeah.
Stay in the night.
Yeah. I told Mick, you have to kick the dogs out of his bed so they have room.
Yeah. Sleepover.
I come.
Sleep up for pajama party. You
I
want to
never
come?
get invited
You
to
coming?
fun stuff.
Let's do it.
We could fit in a queen.
I mean,
the
Lisa
three of
and
us.
I and 3 dogs do, so yeah, we could.
I don't know where Lisa's going to sleep.
No,
That's not
she's-
my problem.
She's on the couch.
You're on the couch.
Gonna make a
tonight.
Riley
Sorry,
sandwich.
Do what? Oh man, new topic.
That's for the next episode.
Oh, that's for the other episodes.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
but Texas,
You guys are going again.
we're going again.
I'm not.
Are you gonna have FOMO?
I already do because he's like, oh, we're gonna do all this more filming and we're gonna do. I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
Well, we went down and filmed a bunch, and I put some stuff together. I just realized how much better my wife is at this game than I am. I did not get us very good establishing shots. Like we were there for 3 days filming, and at no point did I go, "Hey guys, it's day 2 down here at the ranch."
This is where we are.
We just recorded,
Right.
so it's like this weird
it
and
just doesn't flow, right?
well, no, because
Yeah.
like we're all of a sudden in different clothes, or we're all of a sudden, it's like,
All of a sudden we have a mower, and then now we don't have a mower.
and then we don't have a mower again. But just getting like establishing shots, and because we were down there just to labor.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we had to
Cutting-
get crap done. Yeah.
Cutting, sawing, dragging. That's not real conducive to filming.
That's not super entertaining
Well, I mean,
video.
if you see one stretch of what it looks like, you're like, imagine this all day.
Cut.
Print it.
10-second video.
So I've given myself a lot of notes in making sure that when we film, there's an establishing shot for each day that kind of gives an idea, timeline of, hey, today, this is what we're looking to get taken care of, blah, 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 blah. And then the video clips kind of fall in line
Yeah,
with what that
makes sense.
was. It gives me what I need to film back. And I think it'll just put together such a better episode. The drawback is obviously you're not going to be there. So that,
Wah, wah, wah.
but at the same time, it's another good look into what we do. And with what our tasks are when we go down this time, it's very easy just to set a 25-minute timer And every 25 minutes, you just pick up the camera and say, all right, guys, where are we at right now? What's going on with it? Because then you have that over and over. Whereas before it was 3 of us with 4 days worth of work.
And we all had to get after it.
And it was a 6-guy job of getting everything done in one. So it was packed in there pretty tight, and our timeline was tight to get a lot done. Mm-hmm. But at least this trip we're
overstaffed.
Yeah, we're definitely overstaffed. And I mean, one guy can fill feeders. I mean, it's not that hard. So all we're doing is filling feeders and
checking the fence.
And
we need to walk both lanes of fence because we saw some holes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a couple spots that
up by Spooky Acres, Scary Acres by the
mm-hmm.
pond. There was a couple little things.
Yeah, there's some small list or whatever, but yeah, it shouldn't be a whole lot. And filling feeders isn't a big deal. And this is actually the way more enjoyable trip that I would have liked to have been on, because it's kind of like this is kind of like all the fun stuff. You're just like tweaking all this stuff to like make it just right, and setting this up and getting it ready, like dialed in to kill shit. Like this is my favorite part to go, and I'm not going to be there. So. But
I will say
someone's got to work. No,
I'm kind of hoping to redeem myself.
You want another shot at that, do you?
Well, if I whiff this time, all I get to do is drive people to the feeders from now on. All right, here's your stand.
You are demoted to this only now.
Yep, I'm dropping everybody off their stands, and I just go wait by the gate.
There's plenty of that to be done as well.
Yeah, so
no, we should be able to get you on another one.
Yeah,
I mean, I have complete confidence in your half.
You really ought to go and see if you can go down and find one up by Casey's.
Well, so what I was going to do?
Well,
I was going to call Casey, and then I was going to, now that we have the thermal. Jason.
We already talked about this. Let's move on.
He's always bringing up bullshit.
We were going to scan Chuck's as well, because we can walk right across the way. And last time we scanned that, there was 35 out there in the field. And we just walked right out there. And
can we just hog tie him? Let's bring a rope.
So I kind of wanted to do that. I wanted to rope one and like try to chase it down and rope one. But dude, you'd have to do it out in the field, and boy, I don't know how you could get up next to it to get
and be in the dark
and run next to him.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Maybe if I got on the back of like a UTV, and try to swing it.
Don't tie it to the UTV. We've already did that once. We could tell that story. That's actually a funny story.
It is a good one.
We back in the classified section of the newspaper. We found free donkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. It was right in that, for love category on the newspaper. No. Guy said he had free donkeys. Called this guy up. Okay, go ahead. I knew where you were going to go with
the thoughts and opinions expressed by the Riley brothers do not necessarily...
Yes, it didn't quite sound right. But
Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist was not a thing.
It's not a thing. It was
back then.
Newspaper.
So,
the little tiny squares. I had this guy's phone number. Anyway, he said,
free donkey.
Yeah, you guys can have 2 free donkeys if you just got to go get them. And we're like, oh, we'll go get them. And he's like, yeah, well, they're in a big open field and they've been there for years. Yeah. And he's like, you can have them. Just got to get them out of there. So we're like, oh, hell yeah. So we load up with a truck and trailer and this whole works. And we are gung 4-wheeler. We're like, oh, man, we're going to go get these free donkeys. This can be so cool, Anyway, we get out in this field and it's giant. It's up by Superior, I think.
Yeah.
And 500 acres.
Yeah.
Open field. Open the gate and these bastards start running. Took off. And we're like, oh crap.
I know this.
Like I brought corn buckets, like, I'm going to shake me some. No.
Not a chance.
Do you think this guy just put that ad up?
Yeah, he knew. He's like, yeah, good luck, boy.
From his porch? Probably.
Every weekend, 2 new
That was another classified ad that we missed. It was like, hey, come see guys can try to catch these freaking donkeys.
$10
$10 a person just to sit here and watch. I'll bring popcorn.
Keep in mind, we left in the morning.
Yeah.
And we didn't get home till dark.
It's quite a bit after dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we tried the nice way. We put this big trailer out and put like hay in there and we tried to bait them in. No way. They just like stood on the like hill over there and like looked at us like, what do you got going on?
Come on up here.
Yeah.
So after not very long, we decided that this was boring and we were just going to go get them. So we tried herding them into the trailer.
Yeah, we tried to just like chase them along the side.
Yeah,
with the
like by a
four-wheeler
fence or whatever. And that didn't.
Stock trailer.
No, they just like turn around. Just
Did
like
you put the trailer in a corner?
oh yeah, we ran up to a fence and built like a wall, like a wing wall, and like we did all this kind of crap. And no, dude, them as soon as they got close, even if there was no, they would just come at you. Like they would just like, I'm gonna run you over. I don't really care.
Right through you.
So anyway, so now we're dedicated. We're in it for keeps now. Like this is gonna happen. So
If it costs you $500 today, you're gonna get
it was
$3.
more than that.
them.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so we decided we're gonna rope them. So we knew this was probably not a good idea to do it on hands, so on foot. So we decided to tie the rope to the front of the four-wheeler and use it as an anchor.
So we tied it to the rack of the front of the four-wheeler, and we said, well, we'll just rope them from that.
And then let them run.
Yeah, we'll just hit the brakes and we'll just
Let them drag
down.
Yeah, let them
Do it all-
tire out,
And we
we'll
just
drag them in.
Yeah, drag them back into the trailer.
So we're going flat stupid, buck
Across the
stupid,
field.
across the freaking field. I don't remember if you're roping or I was roping.
I was
Probably-
roping, and I think you were driving.
Because I think we both got a concussion. So I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, we run up on this thing. Yeah, that's right. You are, and he's like standing up, like squeezing his knees, like on my like back, trying to like stand up or whatever. And he ropes this freaking donkey. And I'm like, oh, you're done now, sucker. I lock up the brakes and I bear up. Dude, he just rips us over. Like, I mean, it flips the whole freaking four-wheeler. Like, I don't even know how the hell we even... I don't know how we didn't die.
I have no
Dude,
idea.
it ripped us so bad. Like, I don't even exactly remember.
And there's no video.
I know. And I remember it launched me off because
Yeah,
I
it
was
like
standing
pitched us.
on the rack, but I had my knees squeezing against like Jason's, like almost like around his side, so I could get up over
High
him.
enough so it wasn't like swinging and hitting me in the head with the
As soon
rope.
as I roped, I like hit it and I kind of like pitched it off to the side so we didn't like run. Oh, and he's like, and as soon as he stopped, it was
Bad
like,
idea.
boom, and
It's
just
just
pitched us off the four-wheeler, and the four-wheeler just rolls, and I was like, oh shit.
it bent the handlebars. It like ripped all the fenders off this thing, and now he's just dragging this four wheeler. Once we finally come to, we're like, oh my gosh, and he's just like dragging this four wheeler across the freaking field. So at this point, I'm like, all right, the four wheeler's junk. I was like, let's just wear his ass out. So we were like, yeah, sucker, drag that freaking four wheeler, yeah. And he started like sweat. You could tell like his tongue's hanging out, his mouth was open. I'm like, all right, well, we're getting somewhere now. So then we stood on the four wheeler to add some more weight to it. And then he finally tired out really good. And I was like, oh, we're to the point of killing this bastard. So let's try to get him in. Hopefully, if we get this one in, the other one will go in. And actually, that did kind of work. So we're able to drag him up into there and drove the four-wheeler. We got the four-wheeler back up, and it did still run. Thank goodness it was a Honda for that deal.
Yep.
And we did get him in the trailer. And the other one actually just jumped right in. Like,
As soon as he went in there, the other one, she just like walked right up to the trailer and went. Boop,
and she
jumped
like
right
just
in.
walked in, like looked around, just like got right in it.
She's like, if you guys would have just told me we're getting in the trailer.
So,
What a chaos,
well,
dude.
we went
that's
home and it was
hilarious.
dark. This last little part with a horse, and as you know, you did some horse stuff when you were younger too. If you can get a hold of their head, like with a halter or whatever, you can hold on to a pretty big animal as long as you got to hold their head. So we reached in and put a halter on this thing, and I thought, oh well, I'm gonna just let him out of the trailer, and I'll just
Lead rope him or what?
Yeah, a little lead rope, and just take him into the barn, and get the halter on him or whatever, and get it lined out. And I'm like, all right, man, open up the gate. I'm just gonna buckle down. That son of a bitch took off with me. Did not care. I was literally, he just drugged me like he did the four wheeler, and I ended up like trying to wrap him around a post, and oh man, it was such a wreck.
You're like you didn't lose a finger.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm not so sure we both didn't have a concussion. I have no idea how long we were, because he might have been dragging that four-wheeler for an hour. While laying out there
in the field,
in the prairie.
I'm not sure.
We finally come to, where's he at? Where's our four-wheeler?
What did you end up doing with the donkey?
Nothing. They just were out in the field.
Lawn ornaments. They just literally sat in the
hang
field. And
You
actually,
just fed them for the rest of their lives.
no, we didn't even feed them. They just ate whatever was out there.
It was the grass. Yeah, they just hung
in
out
the
with the
pasture.
horses.
But the female, actually, we called her Della.
Yeah.
Della the mule. She actually became pretty nice. You can like feed her carrots and crap like that.
You could rub all over her ears. Were like
So
real
you
long.
destroyed a 4-wheeler, got a concussion,
Didn't lose a
beat
finger.
the shit out of yourselves.
Yes.
Just so you could move them from one field
to another.
to another field.
And start it all over for somebody else, and then put a classified ad in the newspaper saying, "Come get these suckers." No.
donkeys for free.
No, we told the old man, we're like, "Yeah, these suckers are gonna have to die in this pasture because we're not moving them again."
Yeah, they'll stay here forever.
Dude, we used to, my dad used to train mules for
that's what you're
raccoon
saying.
hunters.
Oh, interesting.
They used to ride them.
Raccoon hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know a guy does it for pig hunting. Has mules for pig hunting.
And so a lot of what we did after we got them kind of green broke is we'd throw a saddle on and then take them out and walk them up and down the road.
Get them used to cars and
Sounds and
noise movement.
Dude, I have been like buck run through more farmers' fields than I will. Like, I guarantee if it was Texas, I would be dead.
Running through some mesquite.
Oh, through some guy's property. That's
Oh, or getting shot. Okay.
Dude, these things would just, it would happen all the time. So we'd be going and there'd be a little rise in the road, not much, just a little rise. And you're coming down, and right over the top comes a semi. Or right over the top comes a motorcycle, something that has a different
Loud.
sound or
Yeah.
a big, like substantial size to it. Dude, these mules,
Gone.
they don't care.
And you can't hold on to them like a horse. Like you can buckle down and you can steer a horse. You can kind of overpower him by his head or whatever, but not
A mule?
a mule, man. Not in my experience, anyway.
All you do is pinch
Hold
your
on.
knees, lean forward, grab as much rein and mane as you can,
Hold the hell on.
and then when it stops, you go, "Fuck! I hope I can get home." Like, because sometimes you just ran, and you don't know really what direct because you just
It's just going.
Yeah.
That you're holding on and you're
you're getting
shit's
tossed
happening,
all over, and like there's turns that happen that you don't know about.
Right.
And you're like, it's dark, and I think we're going that way. But dude, I ended up in so many fields.
You're like, I don't even know where I'm
many
at.
Fields.
Well, at least you get to know the area.
Well, and it would be worse when like my brothers would come with us, and someone would get bucked off.
Oh yeah, that's way worse.
Oh,
Now we've got a mule.
loose. You got to
That's
get a hold
scared.
of and
You just gotta get a 4-wheeler and you tie a rope to the front.
rope them and let them drag it through the field.
That reminds me of who was the country singer from Wyoming? He used to be a rodeo cowboy. Did a song with Garth Brooks.
Not sure.
What's his name?
I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway, I remember he passed away of cancer like several years ago, but he was,
Chris Ledoux?
yes,
Okay.
same guy, see? He got busted up in Wyoming. They were riding on the side of the truck bed, roping off the side.
Elk?
Like roping elk and
I
deer.
heard about that.
There's a few different things like
There's-
that with elk, yeah.
There was one. I think it was
Ty Murray did one with who rode one or
Yeah,
something
he
like
was
that.
the bull rider jumped on the back of one and he got fined for it and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they got busted by Fish and Game
Oh yeah.
because they were straddling the
Wildlife
side of a
harassment
pickup.
and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, those mules taking off like that, dude, it's crazy. We had a horse, a guy brought over a horse and said, "Hey man, this thing won't stop." Like he just runs off with me.
Good.
You know,
Really good at forward.
he just runs off. He's like, you can't stop him or whatever. And the old man, he's like, jump on that horse. Oh, I don't even think you were there yet. I was pretty young. And he said, you know where you shoot rabbits by the old freaking pump tanks? I'm like, that's like freaking 20 miles away. He's like, I'll meet you there. He's like, I want you to spur that bastard every stride.
He wants to go forward.
He's like,
going.
we're gonna run him forward. I said, I'll take the trailer and I'll meet you. I said, I'm gonna open this gate. You get on him, and he said, I want you to kick him the entire way. Man, a mile into that, I was toast, number one.
There's no spur in
I
left.
was pretty excited about it first. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get you, sucker. I'm like, I'm like, nope, okay, you can just run. And yeah, by the time we were getting pretty close, I kind of ran. He kind of waved me to run by, and the horse was dragging. At this point, he's like, kick that horse, kick that horse, kick that horse. And he's like, get ready to stop. You know, like, okay. He goes, stop now. And he goes, whoa. And I pulled back, and man, that horse hit the brakes. And I mean, he was half dead.
Oh, thank you.
Pulled the saddle off, you know, and gave him a little bit of water. And oh, good boy. He stopped.
There were times when my dad would be working a mule and have me get on top, and it would take off running, and I would pull that damn mule's head all the way around.
It's like kissing your knee and
We're running,
still running straight,
dead forward, and I'm looking in the damn
his
eye,
ear.
and I'm like,
how do you know where you're going?
this isn't good for either of us. So all you can do is just let it go and like ride it out and hope to slow it down in a spot that you're not. You can't pull that damn mule's head around and run. He'll run square into a building and not think twice about it. Like, I'll be dead.
Jason had a rodeo horse, Okie, little short thing, and he was his healing horse. And every single time we got into the arena to go rope, as soon as he opened the gates, that freaking horse wanted to buck like no other. And he would buck that thing out for 10 minutes. And then after he was done, I mean, it did not, I mean, he had reins back, pulled as far, I mean, just spurn away every single time. And then all of a sudden he just quit, and then he was,
he's fine.
He'd go right into the box, and
I was like, dude, there's something wrong. I've had chiropractors look at the horse. Like we went through my saddle and we changed blankets out. We changed saddles out. Like maybe something's pinching him. Like we did all kinds of crap. And I'm like, nope, the horse is just an asshole. And he just wants
to make sure you really want to ride today.
Yeah. And then as soon as he'd back him, like no reins, he'd just back up.
And then he was plug and play.
And all night we could rope on him. But every time we got into that arena, boy, it was lights on and hang on.
And I'm sure every cowboy there was going to come over and tell you how to fix that horse.
I'm sure there was some way to fix it, but I couldn't figure it out.
You figured it out. You just let him buck it out for 10 minutes.
Buck it out. That's a good warm up. You didn't have to run him in laps. You just buck it. He'd warm himself up.
Yeah, he's fully ready.
And I was ready. I was pretty wide-eyed at that time. Wore out before
it was we'd walk up to the gate, and he's like, all right. And he'd you see
Get
him
ready.
Pull the reins up, and the horse, you could see him
vibrating,
starting to pimp in his head. And as soon as it hit into the arena, he'd just start going to town. And Jason's bucking away in the arena. And he's like, all right, let him go.
At home, I would just buck it out because it was fun and whatever. But when we were at rodeos, I didn't really want to do that in front of everybody because it looks stupid. So and
there's expensive horses. I had
a Latigo strap on the back. So normally you just have one on the front and then just like a small buckle on the back. Well, this one I put an actual strap wrapping through. So then when he'd come up and come down, he'd take a deep breath, and I'd grip that, and I'd pull up on his butt. He'd hop, and I'd pull again, and he'd jump, and he'd hop, and I'd pull again. And after about 10 or so hops, he was pretty much out of air, and he was sucking air pretty bad. I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's buck, buddy. And he's like, he can't breathe.
Just re-cinch him.
Then after once he was done with that and nobody was looking, I would undo the cinch or whatever and take him in, and we go try to win some money. But no,
isn't it crazy the things that we decide that? Well, this is just how this one works.
This is where we're at.
This is it.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Funny. Yeah, training all kinds of animals. It's interesting how a lot of the training is across the board. This type of training will work on a dog and this type of whatever. And, I train a lot more dogs now. I don't ride horses at all, but it's funny how a lot of the things we did with horses are still transfer over to dogs and stuff like that. And actually, now that I have a little dog at the ranch right now, her name is Lucy. She's a little yellow lab. And she's, I don't know, 3 or 4 months old or whatever. I'm not sure. She's tiny. She's smaller, way smaller than Rudy, which makes him look like an adult dog now, which
Yeah.
is funny.
Little
But
lab's tiny.
anyway, it's a lot of the same crap, and I'm working on her every single day, trying to expose and trying to show her things and encourage. And I got thinking about it. I'm like, man, this is exactly like raising a kid. Like, it's like show them things,
Let them bump their head a
let
little
them
bit.
figure it out. When they do figure it out, it's better on their own. Like all these things correlate. Horses, dogs, kids, and it's all the same. But we're doing a lot of like go down to the river, and it's funny how
Does it work with wives?
we can try. I don't know if the shock collar correlates from
put
dogs
a shock
to
collar on my wife, see what'll happen.
You guys try it first.
Yeah.
my kids all tried the shock collar one night just to try it out to see what they could tolerate or whatever, out of curiosity. And oddly enough, the youngest daughter, she was able to handle the most.
She don't care.
Yeah. And then we did that.
I did the
bar collar.
The bar collar one, and you do have to really get it's more
It's a vibration thing.
Yeah, in the throat, and it'll get you.
But then we did the TENS machine for Christmas one time. Put a
Trying to take a
TENS
drink?
machine on like your arm. And then just like hold it up and then freaking hit it and try not to hit yourself in the face. That's pretty awesome.
We do it with a drink.
Yeah, and try to hold on.
Yeah.
Try to take a drink or whatever. So
That was pretty fun.
But yeah. But anyway, back to the whole dog thing. It just was interesting how many things that we try to do with the kids. We try to like show them all these things and it's funny how with a dog specifically, like the pond is one thing, but then you go to the river, even though it's water, but now it's moving in its different area, it's completely different.
Yeah.
So it's like, show them this and show them that, show them this kind of water, and then show them like, and it's really different from like ankle high grass to grass that is over their head where they can't see.
Right.
People think, oh, it's just grass, and that's totally not true.
Okay, then get on your belly and crawl through it.
Yeah, kids that can't
Let me
see
know how
nothing.
much
So
you
it's
can see.
trying to have a dog that wants to drive where he can't see. It's like literally you trying to drive where that, which you can't see anyway when you drive, but because you can't see anything.
Looks fine to me.
Stay in between the lines.
But anyway,
I try to stay in between the cars.
I guess when they get close enough and the accident's about to happen, at that point you can see that.
Usually there's some honking.
Yeah. You hear
There's some noise going
and
on.
you're like, and swerve over.
Oh, I must be drifting.
What I've learned is when they honk, just stay kind of right where you're at.
Because they'll move.
Well, because I don't know which way that I need to correct.
So Kate Miller should probably drive all the time.
She drives a lot, unless it's a road trip.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Then she's sleeping or what?
No, she's pretty good.
No.
I mean, she takes some naps.
You can't. I don't think you can get. I don't think Scott can get out of his driveway without his wife falling asleep. Like I think she starts like as she's walking to the truck, like her eyes start getting heavy.
She's like, whew,
It is.
tired.
she like gets in the seat and like seat belt and I'm out.
Yeah. Dude, we'll go to Target. I could throw a rock to Target. And I'm backing out of the driveway, like looking this way. I'm like, so what do we need to out? And I'm like, hey, yeah. What are you doing?
Why are you sleeping?
What? We're going across the street. I know my eyes are heavy. I'm tired. And with her, it's like I might as well drive around by myself
That's funny.
because she sleeps. It's like the car puts her to sleep.
Yeah.
She's like the vibration, and then the little bit of like shaking. It's just like
Shaking?
a baby. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Here we go.
Back in that truck,
Back in the truck,
bouncing down the
bouncing
road.
around.
If you guys haven't heard that episode yet, it's coming.
I told Trevor. I called him and I was like, "All right, dude, we're going back to Texas." And he's like, "Okay." And I kind of was like, "Tell him what we're doing." And I was like, "Here's the bonus. We're not taking my dually."
We're taking another one that's probably just as
I
bad.
said, "We're taking another dually, but this one has massaging seats in it, and it's a little bit newer."
I'm going to probably bring like a gel pad for
donut?
a mattress.
A donut.
Maybe a donut.
You don't have the hemorrhoid issue.
That thing.
Back to the sleeping thing. Nathan, we went to Wyoming. Nathan was the same way. Like he'd get in the
that
truck
dude.
and he'd be asking me questions. He's like, what, he's very new into hunting and he's trying to get us all figured out. And he has a lot of questions, which I
Sure,
like.
Great.
Yeah. And he'd be like, so like, what's your most memorable? dude, you're in mid-sentence. Like, I could see if I was giving like a really long,
Right.
which I would normally do. That's why I've seen it before. Like, I'm like giving way too much information and boring him to death and he falls asleep. No, he's in mid-sentence with himself and is out. And I'm like, dude, you just asked me a question. Why are you sleeping?
He's like, well, I knew how long it would take you to answer.
What's going on? He's like, oh, I just need a couple minutes. I'm like, for what? Like, why?
What do you need?
I took one little nap on the way back from Texas. And
Yeah.
I got pictures.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, Jason did. There was just, as we were kids, the
was just
rule
different.
was you're not allowed to sleep, especially when we're leaving at, we go for duck hunting or we're going goose hunting and we're leaving at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning and, we're driving 2 hours or wherever we're going. And as the driver is driving everybody out there with the decoys and driving everything, like, the rule was you don't sleep in the car. You don't leave them.
Why?
It's not fair, right? I had to get up the same time everybody else gets up. We all had to get up together. Now I have to drive and now everyone else gets to sleep. That's not cool. So I wasn't allowed to when I was younger.
And I wasn't
for
allowed
the
to when I
hunting
was
side
younger.
of it. So it's like, hey, if I got to be up, you should be up too.
Yeah. So the rule was no sleeping in the truck. And if you did, it would be negative outside. All the windows go down. I mean, and it'll freeze.
We call it a wake up call.
Yeah, freeze the truck out.
And if they still want to sleep, you take a water bottle, especially if they're in the back seat, and you just go right out the window, and it goes right into the back window.
So the water's somewhat cold, hits outside, freezes, and then goes right back into
Comes
the
in
window.
with icicles.
So that was the rule. Like if the driver's driving, you passengers can't sleep. So that was just like a thing. So growing up, like we couldn't sleep in the truck.
I could see at least one person being required to be awake.
The
with
driver?
The driver.
Yeah. Why does he have to be awake and everyone else gets to sleep?
I can see one other person being
just
required.
help them keep awake, right?
Yeah, co-pilot.
Yeah.
Making them-
I mean, you could rotate it out if you needed to.
No, they were too young to rotate it out. They couldn't drive the truck yet.
Right, but they could rotate who had to be awake.
Yeah, no, it was rule was.
Why not
no
just make
sleeping.
everybody be awake? Why do they get more sleep than I do?
Because I said so. That's why. You're going to stay awake. Why? What logical reason is there? Because I said so.
It wasn't fair.
I'd always try to like.
Life's not fair.
I'd be sitting way in the back, and then I'd like put my sunglasses on and be like, "It's 2:30 in the morning. Like, whoa, why are your sunglasses on?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing." The cars coming towards us are bright.
Is what it was.
That's funny. I mean, I get it. I completely get it. It's just funny. Like right now, if we got in a car and you're like, nobody sleeps, I'd be like,
"Fuck you."
Let me out.
I'll catch a plane.
Yeah, I'll fly there. I'll Uber there.
I'll meet you guys there.
And I'll sleep on the plane the whole way there.
Because if I have to sit back here,
For me now, like obviously, like driving around with Lisa, she sleeps everywhere we go. Doesn't matter where we're at. So it's like driving by myself anyway. I think now that I'm older, now it's like, like whatever. And I enjoy driving as it is anyway. And I always drive. So for me, it's, if you want to sleep.
when we
sleep.
road trip, I drive pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I'll drive like 24 hours straight. And then I'll be like, hey, I just need a little nap. And she'll drive for like 2 or 3 hours. And I'll just crash out for like an hour or two. And then I wake up and right back in the saddle. I don't have like that part of it I don't have a problem with, but I don't know, just sitting in a passenger seat sometimes and the fucking.
Oh yeah. I've done it before too. Like when Jason drove and I was sitting up front and I kept asking you, I was like, you want to sit up front? You want to sit up front? You're like, nope.
Nope.
And I was like, just let me get in the back and let me just like relax a little bit.
Let me go out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. Let Trevor and Jason talk while they go. Like, get up front. And you're like, no, I'm good in the back. I'm like, oh, fucker.
Well, and even if I wasn't driving, like I would feel bad. Like I'd feel like a jerk if we all got, say we went on a big hunting trip and we were busting, getting it done, like getting crap for sleep. We're all completely wasted and it's time to go home. And it's his truck, and he jumps in it, and we're like, all right, dude, we'll see you later. Wake me up when we get home. Like, that's a total jerk move, right?
See, I would say, hey.
What if it was just two of us?
If there's two of you, then, man, you should probably try to
suck it up. Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're both so tired, you shouldn't be driving anyway.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
What's the
You gotta,
difference?
you gotta get back to work. You don't have a job. You don't know what that's all about.
What's the difference if Jason's driving and you're both exhausted and Jason falls asleep? You just die awake.
So that's
And he
Well, if I
dies
fall
asleep.
asleep, no. If I'm asleep when we die, then we're both asleep, and it's okay then.
Right, but if you're awake, you're so tired, you're like, I'm going to stay awake with you, but he falls asleep. At least he died sleeping.
That's where you're so relaxed that you don't die. Because you just go with the flow, right? Or whatever they say.
Well, it's like when Josh and I went to Texas to pick up the tractor for Abe. We left at like 7:00 at night. And I was like, all right, I'll drive as far as I can. And I was like, why don't you sleep? Because I'm wide awake. So you sleep as much as you can. And then,
we switched.
Yeah, and then we switched. And he slept for like, I think 4 hours or something like that. And then we got there and pulled up to the place. And then I was like, all right, dude, I'm going to switch and we'll switch and I'll sleep and you drive.
Yeah.
I've done that
that
before when we were doing a bunch of trips
do
to
that,
Texas and stuff like that, up all night, and didn't have to drive home the next day. But yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah. But I don't know. I really don't. Now that I'm older, I'm like, that was
I'm not gonna take a nap
stupid
anyway.
rule. Like, yeah, I don't nap as it is. So napping is for children and Trevor.
You'll come to an age where a nap is one of the things you appreciate the most.
Dude, I've like tried, like
Keep saying it.
I've gotten home.
And that's great.
But
that's great. That's awesome. So did I. For a long, long, long time. Dude, and then one day you're in your late 40s and you go, man,
nap sounds
nap's
nice.
probably a good idea.
We're back to the old folks conversation again. Back to how old we are.
Well, I don't nap, so
I don't either.
No.
Not yet.
Sun up to sundown.
I'll probably
shut off.
nap when we're done.
That's a good thing you haven't fallen asleep now.
Good for you, dude. I got too much shit to do today. As soon as this gets done, I gotta burn.
Why?
Because I got a bunch of crap to do to get together for tomorrow. So
what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
My son's
gender reveal. Oh,
yeah.
That's what you guys got going on.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the cloak and dagger shit. You guys were like talking in code.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much.
You know when 2 out of 3 people know what the conversation's about?
Well, I can't really say much because it's only like Josh didn't want anybody to know. He wanted me to.
Guess what?
They don't what?
This won't air until after it's done.
This is true, but then Jason's here and
I'm not supposed to know some of this either.
He doesn't know.
So you're not completely left out.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, I want you to know the doctor called me and told me what the gender was. So I was like, okay, well, so he wanted this.
So you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I know too.
I've known for 3 weeks now.
And I've known for 2.5.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you?
No.
It's a baby.
No, I'm really left out. It's a baby.
It's a baby.
Baby human.
It'll tell you its gender in 3 to 5 years.
Jeez.
Oh, God. Don't start that shit.
Not getting on that topic.
No. So, yeah. So I got to build a stand for everything I got going because he's going to shoot his bow at the target and it explodes and all the stuff comes out and the powder and everything.
Didn't all the stuff coming out? Isn't that how they got in this?
How we got that in the first place?
Yeah. Well, this is the next. The next part.
Back to good thing we don't have an HR person.
No censors in this podcast.
All right. Well, so we're playing airsoft on Sunday because we're doing that on Saturday.
Yeah.
Airsoft on Sunday. And then,
Then Texas the next
Then
weekend.
Texas the weekend after that.
For some of us.
Thursday. Some of us, Jason, just cancel whatever you got going.
Send me videos.
It's not the same.
It's not
Dude,
the
the
same.
atmosphere, the smell, the big Texan. Dude, it's just like...
Wait, who's gonna cook?
Yeah. No, Josh will.
Josh will.
He really likes to cook steaks on the grill. In fact, you may have steaks every night with him.
We need to just grocery shop.
We can go to Oodles and grocery shop.
Oodles and oodles.
We grocery shop when you were napping.
One.
No, I went with you to the grocery store.
You did?
We grocery shopped for one meal.
No, dude. So when we
And
go
some
down
Swiss
there,
rolls.
especially with Ryan and Josh, Dude, the counter. There will not be counter space because it will be
Full of
Hostess
junk.
oatmeal rolls and it'll
Texas
be
food.
steaks and I mean Josh will go nuts with it.
I'm going to
it is.
bring some oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
I love instant oatmeal in the morning.
Really?
I don't mind it, but I'm certainly not going to go bring it.
Huh. No. I'm going to Mern's.
Chicken fried steak.
That chicken fried steak is good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So anyway, so we're gonna go do that. We're gonna play airsoft, then we're gonna go to Texas, and then week after that's a party at your house.
Yeah, that's coming up sometime.
And the week
here
after
soon,
that
too.
is Halloween.
It's my daughter's middle daughter's birthday. Yeah, we're gonna do a big wing fry. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Have you calculated the poundage in for me?
I don't know. My goal is to cook 100 of them. So
Because I love chicken wings.
I think we all do. So it's gonna be pretty cool. And we'll do some shooting, some stuff like that.
Oh, when is that weekend?
It's like the 19th, right?
18th. And then I think after that I go to North Dakota.
I won't be there for the 19th.
18th.
Yeah. Oh, maybe because we go to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've worked it out.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
My wife and your wife will connect.
Hey, I'll be there.
Good. You'll eat enough wings to cover up his, huh?
No problem.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys
Well,
have anything else?
I think that's
I ran out of stuff. I have another
enough.
big topics, but I don't want to dig into them this late into the game.
How far are we into this?
1:30.
1:30? Oh, that's not too bad.
No.
That's about
But
right.
my other topics are too long to be starting now. So
We need to start topically next time.
I planned on that today.
And then your phone didn't move.
I knew what they were. It was just a reference point, but I tried to get us there a couple times and
Hey,
it
do
didn't
us a
work.
quick favor though, and press that subscribe button down below.
Yes.
Click on that, and then because we've had to rebuild the entire channel.
And that's why it's the All Out Boys show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube played some
Tricks.
funny games. But click that subscribe button down below. Turn on the notifications so when things come up. We do put out a weekly podcast, but there's a bunch of shorts that go out too. So you can get
And they're way
notifications for
funnier.
those. And the shorts
Yeah, the shorts are good.
they're all the good parts.
Yeah.
And who comes up with the pictures on the is Kate
For the
Miller
main page.
But that last
the
picture,
one
I was
that-
like, what the frick?
We have to talk to Kate Miller
I'm like,
about that.
oh,
She's probably going to do it with that picture right
what
there.
the frick is that?
What she
And I
does.
couldn't even remember. That's a bad thing. It's like I knew I was doing something. I'm like, I couldn't remember doing
You
that.
were testing the wind.
No,
you were talking about,
it was
wasn't
tasting hog blood.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There'd be a little teaser if you guys haven't seen it. You gotta go listen for that part.
So Kate Miller, what she does while she's editing is she just waits for one of us to
Make a stupid face.
and then she's
she's like, oh, that's it.
yeah. Usually it's me, so I was glad it was you.
And your eyes are like, oh, like look at him being the goofy one this time. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the show. We got a lot more stuff to come. We got another Texas trip to talk about. What airsoft we're going to talk about this next weekend or this couple days, and we'll have a whole bunch more things. Try to get on some more topics. Oh, we were going to do a freaking.
Damn.
We're supposed to do a gear review.
Next week we're going to start with the gear.
We're going to do a gear review. I've had my little gadget in my pocket both times now and haven't yet talked about it.
He always has a little gadget in his pocket.
Oh, set that one up totally. All right, that's it.
We'll see you guys next
Cut
week.
off.